October 23rd, 2024, South Station, Boston. Hang out. Check out the rush hour parts of it. Hopefully get some EMDs. Got one here. There's 522 from Worcester at 340. Shoved by Garfield Doofus, 2038. And at 3:47, departing is train 945 for Reedville. He'll be going down the Fairmount line. South Station is an enormously busy place. I think back about 50-something years ago, this place was like practically deserted. Very few trains went here. All right, here comes 623 from Needham Heights at 3:55, and 823 to Wickford Junction is departing. Eight 23 has good stuff going to Wickford Junction, but I wish I could say the same for this train. Regional equipment backing in. This is probably for 177. He leaves here at 5:35. here goes 881 bound for Stoughton with F40 PH-3C 1069. Here's some equipment coming in from the yard with some good stuff on the back. There goes 19 from Middleborough down the Old Colony at 405. Yeah, this takes priority. I'm hoping to get the 1129. That's the B&M Maroon GP40 MC. I'm told it's running on the south side. And breezy. This is 753 for Foxborough. 407. This guy's coming in from the yard. This is train 87 for Greenbush. To Reedville, 417. These Providence trains are usually jam-packed. It looks it from here. Here's Amtrak 2162 arriving from Washington. He's about 9 minutes late. Here's 2173 departing a little bit late. Guy's due out of here at 4:15. He left at 4:26. 4:28. This is 723 to Forge Park, I-495. Here comes 944 from Reedville at 4:33. Those are beautiful engines. Caltrain may not have F40s anymore other than the 3Cs, but MBTA has plenty. Well, here comes 722 from Forge Park at 4:39. Pretty much in and out around here. Hanging in there, hoping I see the 1129. But he's not on this. Departing is 5:27 for Worcester, 4:46. Heading down the old Boston and Albany. Got a couple of delayed trains coming in. 826 from Wickford Junction. He's about 45 minutes late. And you got a train from Worcester. He's about maybe 20 minutes late. They should be both coming in around the same time. Well, 4:50 p.m. This is late 826 from Wickford Junction. And he's got a Jeep in the back, but not the one I'm looking for. But I'll take it. A lot of these have been rebuilt, repainted, they look good. Good stuff leaving. We just got off train 883 at Route 128. We're about 20 odd minutes late leaving Boston, and we were further delayed to allow Acela Express 2193 to pass us.
Attention please. This is a
We got a nice classic on our train at least. Had a little problem with the HEP at Back Bay. Lights went off and then it came back.
This is the last. Old Saybrook, New Haven, Bridgeport, Stanford, New Rochelle, New York, Newark, Metro Park, New Brunswick, Princeton Junction, and Trent. Passengers should proceed to track 1. Please remove any travel documents from their envelope and have them ready for scanning by the conductor. Thank you for choosing Amtrak. Attention, please.
All right.
This is the last call for Northeast
5:50.
Regional
The
Train
sun is already set. Because we're further east in longitude, actually, than New York, the sun sets 15 minutes earlier here than it does in New York. Yeah, this Route 128 station is a far cry from the one on the New Haven Railroad. Just a little two-platform affair, low platforms with a little tiny ticket office. Got 177 from Amtrak coming, en route from Boston to Philadelphia. 5:52, here comes train 830 from Wickford Junction, Rhode Island.
Please remain behind the yellow line.
5:55, arriving as Amtrak 177 for Philadelphia.
Train approaching. Please remain behind the yellow line. Train approaching. Please remain behind the yellow line. Providence, and TF Green Airport. Passengers should proceed to track 1. Thank you for choosing MBTA. Attention, please. This is the last call for MBTA train 29 scheduled to depart at 6 p.m.
Sounded like his wheels were slipping a little bit when he started. Well, next up is MBTA train 829 for Wickford Junction, due out at 6. Well, one of the nice things about Railfanning at Route 128 right now is my hotel is right there. The Courtyard Marriott. Okay, 6:03, here comes MBTA train 829 to Wickford Junction. Non-LED lights mean one thing if it's not an Acela Express or a freight, a goofy Garfield. Can't you imagine the Garfield comic strip when you look at that face? Ay, ay, ay. Well, they do sound pretty awesome when they start up, and they have good K5LA horns. Usually, these sound very similar to the Metro North P32s. That heavy horsepower will come in handy. That was a relatively long train, packed to the gills, as these trains always are. Right, approaching at 6:18 p.m. is train 885 from MBTA, en route from Boston to Stoughton. And when you see that LED light, you're in for a huge delight. A classic General Motors product.
Train approaching. Please remain behind the yellow line. Train approaching. Please remain behind the yellow line.
These are about one of the most beautiful locomotives running on the rails today, short of an Alco PA. I've always been a big General Motors fanatic. They still carry on MBTA. All aboard. Beautiful engines. Tomorrow I hope to go on the north side where you'll see lots of them. 6:30 we have a Boston bound train approaching. 884 from Stoughton to Boston is due, but this might be Amtrak 174 from Newport News on his last lap into South Station, Boston. .884 should be right behind this guy. He's ahead of schedule. He left Providence 10 minutes late. Little padding in the schedule. Yeah, this train left Newport News very early this morning at 5:45 a.m. One of many Virginia to New England trains that are operated by Amtrak. Well, 884 should be following this guy into Boston, and if my hunch is correct, he'll be the turnaround equipment from that delayed 883, and he'll have an F40 on the rear. Yeah, it's 6:37, approaching his MBTA train 885, Stoughton to Boston. Should have an F40 in the back. I'll stick around for 831 from Boston to Providence, providing he has interesting power. If I see anything other than an LED light, I'm out of here. I don't feel like seeing any goofy grapes tonight. I'm tired.